Hi everyone, it's Julianne here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this rainbow slimline card full of some yummy cupcake images from my favorite things. The products I'm going to be using today include the Birthday Brights paper pad, the All the Cupcakes stamp set, as well as one of my favorite Slimline die sets, which is the Slimline series card panel and windows dies from Trinity Stamps. So let's get started. I started out my card today by first die cutting a piece of Express It blending cardstock using the middle-sized die that is a part of the card panel and windows die set. And I've just lined up that panel inside of my MISTI along with each one of the cupcake images that are included in the All the Cupcakes stamp set. And I'm just going to be stamping each one of those cupcakes using some Memento Tuxedo black ink, so that way I can of course do some more Copic coloring today. My initial thought for this card was that I was just going to have all of the cupcake images on the left-hand side of my card, but I really just didn't like how that looked. So I placed my panel back inside of my MISTI, and I continued to stamp each one of those cupcakes until I had my entire background covered. Next, I'm going to start working on my Copic coloring. I knew that I wanted to use the rainbow stripe pattern paper that's included in the Birthday Brights paper pad, so I am going to be coloring in each one of my cupcakes in those same shades of rainbow. I'm going to be doing some super quick and easy Copic coloring today, and most of it will actually be off camera. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure to color in at least 2 of the cupcakes in each color of the rainbow, making sure not to have the same color right next to one another. But I'm just going to continue to color in each one of my cupcakes, and I will make sure to have all of my marker caps off to the side of the screen in case you're interested in any of the color combinations I'm using today, and I'll be right back. Once I have all of my coloring done, next comes the fun part of assembling everything together. So what I did here was I trimmed down 2 sheets of that rainbow striped pattern paper from the Birthday Brights paper pad, so that way it was 3 3/4 inches wide, so that it would cover my slimline card base. Now since my card base is a slimline card measuring 3 3/4 by 8 3/4, I'm going to need 2 sheets of that pattern paper since they are only 6 by 6. Now I know what you're thinking, you're going to be able to see the line where the 2 sheets are separated, but honestly you can't even tell. Now of course, if you know it's there and you bring the card up to your face, you will definitely be able to see the separation of the 2 sheets, but the person I'm going to be sending this card won't know to look for that. So to adhere both of those sheets down to my card base, I am going to be adhering them down using some liquid adhesive, and then using my Tim Holtz paper trimmer, I'm just going to trim off the excess that's hanging off the top. Next, I used the largest of the Slimline card panels and windows die set to die cut out a piece of black colored cardstock, and I'm going to be adhering that down using some more of that liquid adhesive directly on top of that pattern paper. Once I have that adhered, I'm going to be adhering my background panel on top of that black cardstock. So now I'm going to have two borders, the first being that black cardstock and then finally the rainbow stripes pattern paper. Now you could definitely add some dimension to your card and adhere your background panel or maybe even the black cardstock or maybe both using some foam adhesive, but I honestly have the worst luck with adhering big areas like this using foam adhesive and with getting everything adhered straight, so I just went ahead and used liquid adhesive for both. Next, using a sentiment from the All the Cupcakes stamp set, I stamped and white heat embossed the sentiment onto some black cardstock. Now I thought that I really wanted to use some more of that rainbow pattern paper to act as a border for my sentiment, but I decided against that because I thought it looked too busy. So I'm just going to be adhering my sentiment down to my card using some foam adhesive. And then I'm going to start adding in some Boho Lights confetti mix from Honeybee stamps throughout my background. And once I decide on the placement of all of those, I'm just going to be adhering them down using some liquid adhesive. Now to add some sparkle to my cupcakes, I'm going to be coming in with my Wink of Stella pen, and I'm going to be going over each one of those cupcakes. And once I've added that to each one, that's going to complete my Rainbow Cupcake Slimline card for today. I just love all the bright and cheerful colors in this card, and I hope that you do too. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe for even more card making ideas. If you're interested in any of the supplies I used today, they will all be listed and linked down below in the description box. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting!